Hey everybody, this is Sam coming at you with a brand new workout. This one right here is going to be an equipmentless arm workout. So a lot of upper body work here, and a lot of these movements, if not done from the floor, can be done from a wall, or in some cases intensified or even modded with a chair, which I've got over here. I'm going to show you guys some of those as well. So we're going to be kicking this off in just a few seconds. The first exercise, watch me for this one. We're going to go with that show and go style as before, just so we can get that burn going. We've got your lat push-up. So with your lat push-up, you're going to go ahead, come down. You want one hand directly under the shoulder, so wrist, elbow, and shoulder, all one line here. But your other hand, you're going to kick out at about a 45-degree angle. Coming on up into that nice high plank. From here, you're going to come down into that push-up, leading with that chest and chin, and coming right back up again. Now, if you're taking it to the ground, you're not digging that, this can be done from the knees, coming down just like so, and this also can be done from the wall if you are not taking it to the floor in general. All right, so we're gonna be kicking this off in just a few seconds here. What I'm using is actually a Tabata timer that I downloaded on my phone. If you guys decide to want to take this somewhere else, maybe not use the video, that's cool. But here we go, first exercise, lat push-ups, here we go. Coming down into it, right back up. Now, the hand on the bottom here, you want your chest to kind of hover over that, and then you want to push back with it as well. You're going to feel this not only in your triceps of that directly below you arm, but you're going to feel this in the lats on the opposite side. So, keeping that in mind, keeping this going for 15 more seconds. If you are not digging this, again, this can be done from the knees. Just keep those toes off the floor the whole time. We've only got 7 more seconds of this to go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now next up, we've got your sideline tricep extension. So check me out while you guys are getting ready for this. You're gonna go ahead, keep one hand on the ground, come up, right back down again. Now, if you find, again, not for you, this very same action can be done on the wall. You take the arm that's closest to the wall, cross it across the body. The other hand, you're gonna get directly under that shoulder, and you're gonna press, keeping your hips on the floor, or if you're on the wall the entire time. Lead with that chin as you do this, keeping it right here. This is not only gonna hit those triceps, you're gonna feel a little bit of this in your obliques as well. Keeping it going, you wanna turn up, keep those feet off the ground. Just like so, oh yeah. 2, 1. Now, as you guys are resting, we've got your pike push-ups. So from this one, you're gonna walk your feet in, drop your head to the floor, come right back up. Keeping this going, just like so. Now, you still want to keep your elbows fairly tucked in, hands right below the shoulders the whole time. Now, keeping your chin tucked into your chest, you don't want to crane your neck trying to look and see what's out ahead of you. You want to go ahead, keep it right here. Now, if the pike is not for you, or should I say the push-up in that position is not for you, no problem. Feel free to go ahead and instead focus on that pike. Maybe roll into a nice high plank, kick the hips back, really draw on that belly button, work on that shoulder stabilization. And now we've got your supine push-ups. This one's a little new, even for me. You're gonna go ahead, take it down, tuck your elbows in so they're in line with the shoulders, press up, come down again, up, back down again. Now, you'll notice that I keep my chin tucked into my chest. As I squeeze those upper back muscles together, you're gonna feel this in your rhomboids. Essentially, those muscles in your upper back. If you want to up the intensity, maybe raise one leg or both legs, keeping it right here. And you also want to make sure that you keep your elbows in line with your shoulders here. Maybe getting a deep, nice squeeze at the top for 2, 1. All right, that's one round down. One set down. We're going to go into set number 2. Same deal. Lat push-ups. Hit whatever side you did before. Hand out in front, one right under the shoulders, come down, right back out. Now, the further you kick out this hand, the more pronounced it'll be. Now, you can only go up it so far. Again, a 45 is as far as you should go. If you want to take it in a little bit closer so you got more of a 30-degree angle, that's cool too. Keeping those hips drawn in, chest up, coming down, right back up. Again, this can not only be done from the wall, but also from a kneeling position. So if you want to take it up a notch, and you've been doing this from the wall for a couple of days, feel free to keep those hips drawn in, come down, right back up, keep it going. And we're in that sideline tricep extension. Remember, hit the other side this time. You don't want to end up with one really awesome tricep and one really okay one. You can keep the hips, the knees tucked in, come up, right back down. Now if you want to up the intensity, keep that tricep engaged and that opposite shoulder, this one right here, off the floor the whole time. This hand stays planted on the ground. Push on it up, right back down again. Now if this isn't for you, or you want to turn up I should say, go ahead, extend the legs. Maybe keep those heels off the ground. Come on up, right back down. This can be done with one or both knees on the floor, your call, but keep it going. You've only got 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we've got your pike push-up. Set number 2, remember, hands in line with those shoulders. Hips up nice and high, core nice and tight, down, right back up again. Keeping it right here. Now, you've got about 30 more seconds of this. Keep it going. Shoulders, try to lead and keep that chin in the whole time. Otherwise, what can sometimes happen is we'll try to come down into it. This really limits our range of motion. So keep those hips drawn up, chin tucked in, head down. Try to get it as close to the floor as possible. 7 seconds. 2, 1. All right. We've got our supine push-ups. Remember, try to keep those elbows in line with those shoulders here. Push through them. Come on up. Right back down. Now, your shoulder blades shouldn't really be touching the ground at all. Maybe your lats, the very bottoms of them, coming on up, right back down, coming right back up. Now, you're going to feel this in that upper back, keeping it going. You don't need to necessarily drag your elbows across the floor to try to get them closer. You want to start close together. So your body already starts about here. Come down, round the shoulders ever so slightly, drive through the elbows, repeat from there. Lead with that chin, keep that neck nice and long. 2, 1. All right, this is it. We've only got one more round through these. Chest up, core tight, lat push-ups. You're gonna hit one side for the first half, and then switch halfway through. Here we go, 35 seconds total. So about 16 and a half, 17 and a half seconds on one side, and then we're gonna hit the other. Chest up, really present that collarbone. Look out and in front of you. All right, come on up, switch sides here. Hit the other. Elbows tucked in for 3, 2, 1. All right, shake them out. Got your side line tricep extension, same deal. You're gonna wanna hit one side and then roll to the other. So try to keep your eyes on me as best you can. I'll give you that cue. Coming on up. Oh, I started on the same side as last time. Gonna regret this in a couple of minutes. Woo, doggy. There we go. 20, here we go. 3 more seconds. And switch sides. Whew. Oh man, I can already feel it on that side. No bueno. Keeping it going. 7 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Pike push-ups. Remember, chin tucked in. Keep that neck nice and safe. Now remember, if you're not digging this, you can always go ahead, rock into the pike, back into that high plank. And if you're not doing that, so you're on the wall, feel free to go ahead, maybe go for a good morning and then to just a high plank hold on the wall instead, or maybe even use that chair. So instead of doing this number here, you can actually go ahead, take it to the chair, go for the good morning, grab hold, walk the feet out, tuck the hips, come on back up, finish out the good morning, keeping those abs tight the whole time. But in the meantime, all right, there we go. We've got your supine push-ups. We're ending on a high note here, or since we're on the floor, technically a low note. Keeping it right here, elbows tucked in, drop down, squeeze, come back. Now, it's really about that flex. It's a very limited range of motion. You shouldn't be dragging your elbows across the floor to do this. Keep those hands up. Again, you want to up the intensity, maybe extend one of those legs, keeping it right here. I can't see the timer from this angle, so we're kind of on our own. But are we? We're about halfway. We're further than halfway, I'm sorry. If you need to switch legs, you can, but keep it going. for 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. You've got 60 seconds before we jump into round number 2. And for round number 2, while you guys get that drink of water, wipe that sweat from your brow, or try to figure out what you're going to do after this workout, we've got your shoulder tap. So keep an eye on me as I'm going to show you what the next exercise is for round number 2. And this one, you want to go ahead, just like your normal high plank and a push-up action, you're going to go ahead, keep your hips drawn in, shoulders back, hands in line with those shoulders. Come on up, tap one shoulder. Come on up, tap the other shoulder. Now, as you're doing this, just know if your arms start to burn out a little bit, don't come down completely. Maybe drop down to the knees. If you are not taking it from the toes from the get-go, this is where you're going to start. You're going to be here. If your shoulders start to burn a little bit, feel free to shake it out. Get right back to it, all right? 10 seconds, meet me down here, and we're going to start those shoulder taps in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, as you do this, you want to make sure that your hips stay square. You don't want to turn into that shoulder tap, turn your hips to get there. No. You want to keep those hips drawn in, tap, bring it in, tap, bring it down, tap, bring it down. Again, this can be done from the knees. This can be done from the wall. But don't forget, if you've got that chair and you're not quite ready for the floor yet, this can be done as well. Make sure that hand placement is perfect and your weight is coming down on the chair, not pushing it away. With that in mind, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Next, we've got your tricep dips. So while you guys are resting, check me out here. This can be done on the ground with your fingertips pointing at you. You're just going to drop that butt to the floor, using those triceps to keep it going. Chest up, shoulders back, leading with the chin. Now, as you're doing this, if you find it's a little too intense for you, so go ahead and maybe find yourself a chair, right? Take a seat in it, scoot your butt off it, come down as low as you feel comfortable, right back up, keeping it right here. Now, this also works as not only a modification, but also a great way to up the intensity. You can get a little bit deeper into this one, maybe even raise the one leg. The further you walk those feet out, the more intense this becomes. 2, 1. Next, we've got classic push-ups. With your classic push-up, just like in that shoulder tap position, keep that chest up, come down into it, right back up. Now, a lot of times when we do push-ups, we think it's simply up, down. So when you're doing this, what you want to make sure of is it's not just up, down. Your shoulders don't really quite work that way, so feel free to rock a little bit into this. So start here with your hands under the shoulders, rock forward so your chest comes down into it, right back up again. This same factor can be added not only to your classic push-ups, but also from your kneeling push-ups as well. If you're not taking it to the floor, or better yet, if you're not taking it up with your toes and doing it from the knees instead. Keeping this going for 2, 1. Next, we are up with your bear crawls. So with your bear crawl walkout, you're going to go ahead, come on down into a nice low bear crawl, walk on out, nice high plank, walk on back. Working those shoulders primarily again, but using that core to stabilize. Keep your knees low throughout, as well as your hips. You don't want to be walking in like this. That is a plank to pike. So you want to go ahead, let your knees hover. You'll notice that my knees are only about 4 or 5 inches off the floor, and then I walk out, nice high plank, and then right back in again. Keeping it going, just like so. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're back to those shoulder taps. So shake out those shoulders. Get ready, because we're kicking this off in 3, 2, 1. Hips drawn in, shoulders rolled back, really presenting that collarbone. And you come on up, tap the shoulder. Keep it right here. Now you want to make sure you keep your hips drawn in. You don't want to pike all the way up here. Keep those hips drawn in. Keeping this going for 10 more seconds. You're almost through. Eyes out in front to help with that hip placement. Keeping it here for 3, 2, 1. All right, tricep dips. You can use the chair. You can take it to the ground. Your call. Keep those shoulders back though. Chest up. Fingertips pointed at you. Come up, right back down. Now, again, you want to up the intensity of this. Feel free to extend one leg. You can't really extend both. Take your time with it. If this bothers your shoulders, feel free to tuck in. Shake them out, get back to it. Or maybe go ahead, take it down a notch and walk those feet in a little bit further. Get it done from the chair. Either way, folks, you've only got 10 more seconds of this. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, done. Classic push-up, guys, coming your way. Feel free to go ahead, maybe take it to the ground, take it to the wall, whatever works best. Chest up, shoulders back, come down into it. Don't forget about that rock back. So you'll notice here my hands are at my chest, but when I push up, my hands are out in front of me a little bit, or at least in front of the chest. They're coming out, tracking a little forward. So here it is directly from the side here, coming down, right back up, coming down, up, but still kicking back a little bit. That's gonna help engage all of your chest from the lower to the upper. Keeping it going for 7 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, shaking out those arms. We've got your bear crawl walkout. With that bear crawl walkout, remember, knees hovering off the ground. You don't want to be lazy about this. Nice bear crawl, walk it out, walk it back in. Now your hips stay your knees stay stationary. They just simply creep up into that high plank as opposed to actually coming all the way up into a pike. You want to keep your hips at the same level and your knees climb up as you do this. See what's happening here? My knees extend and just go a little bit higher. They don't necessarily, my hips don't go any higher than where they're at. So keeping this going for 3, 2, 1. All right, last set. So with this one, shoulders back, shoulder taps, keeping it going. Remember, if those shoulders start to burn out, don't drop out of this completely. You simply want to go ahead, maybe drop to the knees. If you're doing this from the wall, maybe it's your chance now to take it to that chair. We're going to keep this going for 25 more seconds. We're almost through. Now again, you can take it to your knees, but I'm just saying, you've only got 10 more seconds. So I don't know about you, but I'm going to go ahead, step it up a notch, take it to the toes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, shake it out. Tricep dips. Again, step it up with the chair. Keep it on the ground the whole time. Your call. Just make sure those fingers are pointed towards that booty. Here we go. Keep it right here. Now you can try to belt out as many of these as you can. Really get those shoulders burning, those triceps going. Shake it out, get right back to it, but you don't want to take too much time on this one. So keeping this going for 20 more seconds. Now, the time's the same. We're more than halfway. So if you want to step it up, really get that full range of motion for the last 10 seconds. Fingertips pointed towards the body. Keep it right here. Shoulders directly over those hips for 3, 2, 1. All right, classic push-ups. We're almost done. This is it. Chest up, core tight, present that collarbone. Keep it right here. Coming down into it. Now, your shoulders and chest are probably on fire at this point. Your arms are probably limp noodles. But if you've ever thought about getting that plyo push-up in here, here's a perfect example. You come down into it, but instead of focusing on getting a clap or anything like that, just get those hands off the ground. Keeping it right here. Now, this also can be done from the knees as well. It's just a little bit different of an angle. Either way, keep it going. You've only got 7 more seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we've got your bear crawl walkouts. Remember, chest up, core tight, knees hovering off the ground. Keep it right here. 3, 2, 1. Walk it on out, walk it on back. Now, if you're not coming down to the ground for this bear crawl, you can always go ahead, take it to that chair with just your classic mountain climber. Keep it right here, tuck the knees in. Keep it right here. This is going to focus on that shoulder stability as well as that core strength, driving that knee, keeping that foot flexed the whole time. Keeping them in line with the hips really is key as well. We've only got 7 more seconds of this. Keep it going for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, there you have it. Your equipmentless upper body burn. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys got some calories burned in that one. If you guys have any questions, feel free, go ahead, shoot me a message here, or you can find me on Instagram as NerdCoachFury. And another thing, if you like what you see and you want to see more of it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great rest of your day. See you soon.